folks, it's Jeff here. Just a quick reminder, if you're loving Disney Coast to Coast, there are a couple of easy ways that you can support the show. We'd love it if you could rate and review us on iTunes, or wherever you listen to the show. This is a simple way to help other Disney fans find us. Also, go ahead and share your favorite episodes on social media and be sure to tag us. You can find all of our social media information at DisneyCoastToCoast.com. And finally, I just want to say thank you to all of you who listen every week. Your support is very appreciated, and we love that you're enjoying our Disney geekiness. Now on with the show.
Get ready for your weekly dose of pixie dust with Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli, and in today's House of Mouse headlines, we see more of Ralph Breaks the Internet and Mary Poppins Returns, plus a retirement announcement from a leader at the Walt Disney Company. That and so much more, so let's get to it.
Hear the latest news from the Walt Disney Company in today's House of Mouse headlines.
Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas is celebrating its 25th anniversary, and Disney PhotoPass service is brewing up a couple of ways for you to commemorate this beloved classic when you visit Disneyland Resort. From October 26th through the 31st, visit a Disney PhotoPass photographer at the following locations to enjoy these awfully special photo opportunities. Get an Oogie Boogie magic shot on Buena Vista Street at Disney California Adventure Park, or to capture a magic shot featuring Jack Skellington's loyal poltergeist Pooch Zero, visit the Disney PhotoPass photographer stationed at the Giant Pumpkin on Main Street, USA in Disneyland Park. If you're a pin collector that enjoys the new Play Disney Parks app, you're in for a treat. For a limited time, you can earn yourself a specialty Play Disney pin if you've earned the Neverlander, Space Mountaineer, or Midway Maniac achievements within the app. When you complete these achievements, you'll be given a notice in the app, which can be shown to cast members at certain locations throughout Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort. These specialty pins are limited in quantity and sell for $14.99. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party returns to Magic Kingdom Park November 8th, and this year, Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom fans can pick up a special game card inspired by Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room on party nights. In case you're new to the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom interactive game, guests can team up with Merlin to help defeat scheming Disney villains who wish to take over Magic Kingdom Park. Guests locate villain hideouts throughout the park and visit magic portals where they use special spell cards to ward off the villain's attack. Each spell card stars a different Disney character, each with their own unique powers. According to Imagineer Jonathan Ackley, this year's party-exclusive card was whipped up by Merlin the Magician after he became enchanted with a quartet of caroling birds down in the tropics. Speaking of the tropics, a while back I had talked about how Disney was looking for another location in the Bahamas to build a second location for their cruise ships to dock on a private beach. It looks like things are moving forward with that project as the plans have been approved by the Bahamas government. Disney Cruise Line President Jeff Vahl had this to say: "We are excited to reach this important milestone and look forward to working with the government and the people of the Bahamas to create new economic opportunities while preserving the natural beauty of Lighthouse Point. We're grateful for the warm welcome and support we've received from so many in Eleuthera and look forward to further developing relationships that will endure for many years to come. In the short term, we are focused on reaching an agreement that is mutually beneficial for the Bahamas and our company, as well as moving forward with an environmental impact assessment and environmental management plan." It seems like this additional island needs to open sooner rather than later because at Disney Cruise Line, they have numerous new ships launching within the next several years. I don't normally talk about merchandise too often on this show, but there is a new clutch purse available that is just perfectly nostalgic. A while back, Disney had released notebooks that looked like the old VHS covers of some of our favorite Disney movies, including Beauty and the Beast, The Lion King, and Aladdin. Well, now these new clutch purses have the same retro VHS cover design, but with an additional 3 options, including Hercules, a Goofy movie, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. For these clutch purses and more merchandise from the 90s Flashback Collection, visit shopdisney.com. DCappella is going on tour. If you haven't heard of DCappella, they're an a cappella group that Disney created who sings exclusively Disney songs. You may have seen them on an episode of American Idol, or perhaps in person or on YouTube from the Beauty and the Beast live-to-film event at the Hollywood Bowl. I feel like there are tons of opportunities for DCappella to make appearances in places like the Disney Parks Holiday Celebration on ABC, and so many more. I'm looking forward to hearing more from these folks really soon, but just for full transparency's sake, I am friends with one of the singers in the group. If you'd like to catch them live in a city near you, be sure to visit DCappellalive.com. They have many stops across the country, and I'm happy to say that they'll be performing at my favorite theater in Boston and my former place of employment, the Emerson Colonial Theater. And now for some movie news. We've known for a while now that Ralph Breaks the Internet will feature a lot of cameos from other Disney franchises. The most popular is arguably the backstage scene featuring the Disney princesses, but we also know that we'll be seeing stormtroopers from the Star Wars universe, Iron Man, and many more. But this week we learned through an international trailer that Nick Wilde from Zootopia will be in the movie as well. Ralph Breaks the Internet may just set the record for most Easter eggs in a movie. You can catch it in theaters and count those Easter eggs for yourself on November 21st. Another movie we keep seeing more and more of is Mary Poppins Returns. This past week, Disney released a special look video featuring more singing from Emily Blunt. There's nothing more I can say about this film that I haven't said already, other than I'm looking really forward to its release on December 19th. I'll include this trailer link as well as the Ralph Breaks the Internet international trailer link in this episode description so that you can check them out for yourself. The acting president of Walt Disney Animation Studios and Pixar Animation Studios, Ed Catmull, announced that he will be retiring at the end of 2018 and will stay on as an advisor through July 2019. Catmull had this to say about his retirement. Never in my wildest imagination could I have conceived of the path or the extraordinary people I have worked with over all of these years. The twists and turns, the ups and downs, along with exhilarating passion, talent, and dedication that have led to something extraordinary, something that has an enduring impact in the world. From the request of George Lucas to bring technology to the film industry, to the vision of Steve Jobs and the extraordinary freedom provided by Bob Iger, Alan Horn, and Alan Bergman, we continue to dream of stories and ways of making those stories that always surprise. I have the mixed emotions that come with stepping away from a group of people I love, but also with the utmost pride and pleasure that we now have at both Pixar and Disney Animation, the most dedicated and imaginative leaders I have worked with. I feel like Ed Catmull's name isn't as recognized or rewarded as the folks who worked alongside him, like John Lasseter and Steve Jobs, but he undoubtedly had just as much an impact on the industry as the previously mentioned. The CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, said it perfectly. Ed Catmull's impact on the entertainment industry is immeasurable. A pioneer of the intersection of creativity and technology, Ed expanded the possibilities for storytellers along with the expectations of audiences. We're profoundly grateful for his innumerable contributions, ranging from his pivotal, groundbreaking work at Lucasfilm and Pixar to the exceptional leadership he brought to Pixar and Walt Disney Animation over the last 12 years, and we wish him the best in his well-deserved retirement. That's going to do it for the news this week, but of course, before we get going, we got to get to this week's Twitter poll, and I asked you guys, my favorite part of the Disney Halloween parties is... Your options were the parade, the candy, getting to dress up, or the meet and greets. Tied for last place was candy and the meet and greets, which were 16% of the votes each, followed by getting to dress up at 26% of the votes, and the parade wins at 42% of the votes. Now folks, don't forget, a new month is just around the corner, which means there will be a brand new music playlist for you guys to enjoy. The way to sign up for that is to head to DisneyCoastToCoast.com and click on playlist. The November playlist will be a tribute to Mary Poppins, getting ready for Mary Poppins Returns in theaters this December. Of course, while you're at DisneyCoastToCoast.com, check out all of our social media and be sure to follow us there. Also, while you're at DisneyCoastToCoast.com, be sure to check out our merch shop where you can get exclusive Disney Coast to Coast merchandise and help support the show that way. And don't forget to leave those 5-star ratings and reviews on iTunes. It helps other Disney fans find the show more easily. Now, this episode of Disney Coast to Coast was produced by Philip Elke, who has supported the show through Patreon. If you'd like to become a DCTC producer or gain other rewards, more information can be found at patreon.com/DCTC. But for now, folks, have a magical day. Bye!
Thanks for watching Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Disney Coast to Coast is produced and hosted by Jeff DePaoli. Learn more about the podcast and become a supporter at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.